Namaste. Ladies and gentlemen, today we would like to talk about what is the spirituality and what is happiness. Thank you very much for joining and listening and participating. So, we would like to start with our prayer with the mantra Om. Let's chant Om and begin this ultimate, finding the ultimate truth and the sadhana. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace to you, peace to me. Peace to you, peace to me, and peace to everyone. Today, we'd like to talk about what is the spirituality in reality. So, first of all, we need to know that wherever we live, we are sharing the same planet to grow the plants and to receive all the natural beauties and all the elements. And we are sharing the same air around the walls, and we are sharing the same sky. So that means the earth actually, earth is the mother, and we are sharing everything equally. And similarly the sky, and similarly the consciousness as well. When we know ourselves, the consciousness, when we know the truth, then we will find ourselves who we are. First of all, I would like to explain that. So, for the simple idea, what is spirituality? Spirituality means, like, if we take out the spirit plus ritual, it's a spirituality. That means if there is no spirit, there is no consciousness, there is only, if there is no spirit, that will be only rituality. So that's why when we add the spirit like is a consciousness, and the ritual is the spirituality. So that means knowing ourselves is the spirituality, knowing ultimate truth, why we came in this planet, knowing who we are, and knowing what's the beauty of the life is the spirituality. When you know the beauty of life, when you know the ultimate goal, then we will find love everywhere, kindness everywhere, and the discrimination will disappear. In the name of the spirituality, it doesn't mean like following one sect, one cult, and one group or one organization. Or spirituality, it doesn't mean like wearing a different clothes or colorful clothes, or practicing all the rituals, or chanting mantras, and visiting temples, churches, and monasteries, or mosque anywhere else. The spirituality means like knowing the reality. When you know the reality, you will find the spirituality. So how do we know the reality? To finding the reality, we need to deep down. We need to know, and we need to focus our own mind, and we need to live consciously. Live consciously. So knowing everything as it is, that is the spirituality. So in the name of spirituality, nowadays people have a lot of discrimination, which is also the against the faith discriminate act in the modern society as well. So in the name of spirituality, sometimes we talk, oh, if you are following one guru, one cult, or one organization, we think, oh, we should not follow other, or we should not listen other people, we should not go other people's philosophy. So if we talk in that way, still we are not free from the attachment. So spirituality means the free from the attachment, all kinds of attachment. So no matter attachment with organization, attachment with group or philosophy, if we still are still sticking, that is not the spirituality. When we know inside, then you will forget everything: your name, your physical identity, and your any sort of that the society, whatever society call you, that is not the spirituality. Spirituality means like elevating day to day from yesterday to today, today to tomorrow, changing and difference, and everyday difference. And this is the practical experience. In my experience, spirituality is not only receiving something or doing some act. So this is the knowing yourself. So that's why one philosopher said that when I searched for God, I found myself. When I found myself, when I searched for myself, I found God. So that means, like, when you search for something, then you will find the God within yourself. So that's why spirituality is knowing ourselves and knowing the ultimate truth. So this is knowing the paravidya. So what does meaning the paravidya? Paravidya means the higher level of the knowledge, the higher knowledge. When you know the higher knowledge, when you know the paravidya, then you will know the real truth. Otherwise, getting the information and following the philosophy and changing the clothes is not the spirituality in reality. So that's why it is saying that ekam sadvipra bahuda badanti. So whoever masters, life coach, whoever the spiritual counselor or spiritual guru arrived in this planet, all those people gave the same idea. Same idea. There is a supreme consciousness, and the Brahma, the consciousness is the same. So no matter with the ant, with the human being, with the elephant, there is the same consciousness. When you know that consciousness, then we will not have any discrimination. And if you are free from the all kinds of this attachment, then really you uplift yourself in the spirituality. Then the discrimination will disappear. There is the love and kindness will appear. If somebody is meditating in one kind of philosophy, following philosophy, or one technique, or one group, or one guru, he will not discriminate or judge, say anything. He just simply thank and love. The spirituality is bringing us the elevation, bringing us the total liberation. That's why it is saying that in Sanatan Dharmas Upanishad, it says, Tadatom Asi, whatever you are seeking, that is you. You should not follow, you should not go beyond this. You are the ultimate truth. So Tadatom Asi, whatever you are seeking, that is inside you. And in the same way, if you go through the Bible, it says like, know thyself. So what does it mean, know thyself? So knowing yourself, know yourself. When you know yourself, then you will find everything. So you should not go anywhere else. Everything within yourself, whatever in this external universe, that is inside the internal universe as well. So that's why it is saying that the philosopher masters always focus in one thing, that is knowing yourself. And similarly, if you go to Buddhism, the Buddha also says at the end of his life, Appa Dipo Bhava. And that means you are the light and you need to lead the light on your own. Appa Dipo Bhava. And similarly, if you go Muhammad, Prophet, he also said, Nura Masi. That means the light is within yourselves. So that's why whoever masters came to this planet, whoever the enlightened fellow, he wanted to give us the same knowledge, the truth that is within ourselves. And God cannot be divided. But human beings are nowadays forcefully dividing. Oh, this group is the special group who will find the God. This philosophy, our philosophy is the great. Our practice is great. Our system is great. Then again, we have got that attachment. Without that attachment, we cannot grow our life or spiritual paths. So when you know this one, it is saying in Sanskrita, Sama dukha sukha sostaha samalustam kanchanaha tulya priya priyo dhira tulyo nindatmam samstuti mana panayos tulyastulyo mitra ripakshayo sarvaramba parityagi gunatita saukyate. That means like trigunatit, you need to be up. So that means he who takes sorrow and joy alike is established in the self. Regard a cloud of earth, a stone, and a piece of gold as equal in value. Service of both the pleasant and unpleasant, things in the same spirit, and views, censure, and praise alike. He who is alike to honor and ignominy is equal to friend and foe, and has renounced the sense of doership in all undertakings. So he said to have risen above the three gunas. So three gunas. So when you come up the three gunas, sattva, raja, tama, then we will find the blissful state. So that's why in the modern time, in the modern generation, we need to follow the things. The spirituality brings you up towards the liberation, salvation. So it doesn't mean like following or sticking one sect, one tradition, one rituals, one group, one guru. If you are you can get that one for a short time, for inspiration, for the beginning practice. But when you grow up in spirituality, you will not stick. For example, if you are crossing the river, you need to have a boat. And when you cross the river, if you are still sticking with the boat, then you will not go anywhere else. You will not reach in your destination. So that's why you need to leave the boat. For the crossing river, you can utilize that, but you need to leave that boat after a while when you cross the river. So that means in spirituality, when there is a still discrimination, oh, I am from Hare Krishna, or I am from the ISKCON, or I am from the Brahma Kumari, I am from the Buddhism, I am from the Sikh, I am from the Jainism, and this is the great, and your one is inferior, and my tradition is great. When you still have this sort of judgmental things, then we are not really elevating in spirituality. We are not becoming free. We are not finding the ultimate gold, ultimate truth. That's why it is saying that. So finding the ultimate truth is the wonderful thing in the spirituality. That's why it says that the more we grow in love and virtue and holiness, the more we see love and virtue and holiness outside. All condemnation of others really condemns ourselves. Adjust the microscope which is in your power to do, and the macrocosm, it's like macrocosm will adjust still itself for you. It is like the hydrostic paradox. On one drop of water can balance the universe. We cannot see outside what we are not inside. We cannot see outside what we are not inside. The universe is to us what the huge engine is to the miniature engine. An indication of any error in the tiny engine leads us to imagine and trouble in the huge one. So that's why it is saying that we need to be careful that. So spirituality doesn't matter you are practicing long time before or you are just starting today. It doesn't matter how long you are practicing, and you are the beginners or you're practicing. So the only thing is what sort of changes you are expecting, what sort of changes you are experiencing. That is the spirituality. So that's why when you have a lots of love, kindness, when you find the kindness and the equal vision to everywhere, so that is the spirituality. That's why the Acharya said that, the enlightened fellow, the Acharya says, Naham manusyo, na cha deva yaksyo, na brahmana kshatriya vaishya sudra, na brahmachari, na grihi banasto, bhikshur na devam nija bodha rupa. That means like, so we are neither the any caste, Brahmin or Kshatriya or Vaishya or Shudra, or we are neither the Brahmachari or Grihastha or anything. So we don't have anything. When you feel that I, then still we are attaching our external body. We are not finding that the internal supreme consciousness, the Paravidya, the Parasakti. When you finish all the I or my or ours, then we lift up, and then in reality we will find the we will explore, we will feel that the ultimate reality and ultimate truth. Once you explore, once you feel, once you confront the reality, then slowly you will change your mind. Then you will see everywhere love and kindness, Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Suni Saiva Sopake Pannitats Samadarsina, everywhere. So no matter, even a cow or any woman or elephant or dog. So if you see the equal energy, equal life, then you will rise your love and kindness, and you are elevating your spirituality. Otherwise, when you judge with people, when you started to judge somebody with the philosophy, with the faith, with the any kinds of the teaching, then we are not finding freedom. So nowadays people have got a lot of judgmental things and discriminations and disturbances as well. So when you are practicing spirituality in one sect, if you meet somebody whoever following or practicing another philosophy, you might have more love, at least somebody going to the same direction, the direction of the liberation, the direction of the pure finding the pure consciousness. When you know this one, you love to everyone and you love more to the practitioner. But in contrast, when you find somebody and you ask what guru you follows, what system you follows, and oh, that is not supposed to be followed. So then still we have got some judgmental. I know we need to find a good one. So, but still, uh, if we are the keep judging, so we are not reaching anywhere else. The knowledge person, the enlightened person, they love to everyone. And when you have got this power, this consciousness, these sort of things, then we see everywhere the Brahma, the consciousness. When you know the Brahma, then we will be very happy, and then we will be happy forever, and you will not start to judge. So first thing, so that's why you need to create your karuna, daya, and maya, prem. So when you have this sort of quality, and slowly, slowly, even from the Triguna in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, you have to be a Trigunatita. Trigunatit means even though, so there is no happiness, no sorrow, no pain, no pleasure. So when you rise above that level, then we will see everywhere the happiness, infinity bliss. That bliss called Satchidananda Bhagavan. So that is the ultimate goal. That is the situation we need to reach and seek. So spirituality, that's why in the name of spirituality, people are dividing, and they want to divide God as well. They want to divide philosophy. So that's why the humanity is divided. So that is the unpleasant situation. That is the not good message for this universe. Especially when the atheist person, he might see the everyone is equal, but this whoever so-called spiritual people, he start to judge somebody and try to find out the divide, the barrier. So when you bring the barrier, so that is more danger than atheist person. Atheist only divide spiritual and non-spiritual, but the spiritual person divide this group, this color, this guru, that organization, this system, that system, and start on that way. So which is not good for the harmony for this universe and for this globe. So for this new generation, whoever listening, whoever practicing now, so I'd like to request that we don't need to judge anyone. We don't need to inspire people to come our system. We don't need to say go there or judge. Just find yourself and meditate. Keep meditating, keep listening yourself. What is you are listening from inside, what is listening from outside, and keep deep down, and you will find one day the reality. For example, the sun, planet sun, is not divided. The sun is sun. It gives the light equally to everyone. And there is no Christian son, no Hindu son, no Islam son, no Brahma Kumari's son, no Hare Krishna's son, no Sikh son, no any Buddhism son. The son is son. So in the same way, in the Brahmanda, no matter whatever name we give, so the supreme consciousness is the same. If you plant any seeds in the soil, no matter whoever plant, it comes up. The universe, the existence doesn't discriminate. So this is the dharma. That's why it is saying that what are the 10 qualities of the dharma? Dhriti kshama damosteyam sauchamindriya nigraha dhirvidya satyam akrodho dasakam sa dharma lakshanam. There is a 10 commandment of the dharma. So there is a dhriti kshama damosteyam. Everywhere that comes, so dhairyata, so patience and forgiveness and non stealing and non violence, so, and love and kindness, these are the dharma, these are the spirituality. Spirituality doesn't mean you have a this color of dress, and spirituality doesn't mean you are timely meditating or doing these things. So spirituality is that equality. When you rise above the all the attachment, when you rise above the all the discrimination, then you will find that is the reality. In reality, that is the freedom. When you don't know that freedom, we always stuck in something. For example, unselfishness is more paying. Only people have not the patience to practice it. It is more paying from the point of view of health also. Love, truth, and unselfishness are not merely moral figure of speech, but they from our highest idea. So that's why it is saying that we would like to practice. We need to practice, but practice and practice and practice. Normal people who is atheist or who doesn't believe any group or any organization, any system or spiritualities, so they don't judge people. They judge people, but only in one way. But in spirituality there is a many ways. That's why in this era, in this time, in our time, we need to eliminate that sort of the eliminate the grina, jealousy. That when we have that of grina, when we have that superiority or inferiority concept, then still we are tiding our knots and we are not becoming freedom. So freedom means like slowly we are becoming freedom from ourselves, for judgmental things, for ego, for jealousy, for anything that proudness that we have. So slowly, slowly, when we cut off our name, our identity, and when you merge in the supreme consciousness, then it will be the real and the real spirituality. For example, when there is a small river, the small river need to finish when it reaches the big river. And when the river big river is keep going, but it need to complete, it need to finish its identity when it reaches to the oceans. And that's why the oceans also need to finish its identity when it reaches to great oceans. In the same way, we are human being, and but in spirituality we are the spiritual being practicing the human life in this universe. So it is good to not to waste, to judge people, finding discrimination, finding barrier, finding wall. So in this generation wants harmony, so that we can make this planet better place and better harmonious place. And all the spiritual practitioner, no matter what color, caste, group, and uh, organization, we can share our harmony. We can love. We can practice, and we should not force to disciples, practitioners to stick in one organization and stay there, and you have to practice this one. Because every soul is they're born with freedom, so they have got choice to go anywhere else, and whatever their soul can choose, they will find the right direction. For example, when the raining happens, when the rain comes in the mountain, the rain slowly goes to the stream, and stream to the river, river to the ocean. So it is saying that akasat patitam toyam echa gachati sagaram sarvadevam namaskaram kesavam pratigachati. No matter whoever practice what philosophy theory is, if that is the correct, if that is the dedicated things, then you will reach in the destination. There is no doubt. That's why in this time we need the honest practitioners. If you are the Christian, be an honest Christian. If you are a Hindu, be honest Hindu. If you are a Buddhist, be honest Buddhist. If you are a ISKCON, the Krishna devotee, be a honest Krishna devotee. If you are a Brahma Kumari practitioner, you become a better honest Brahma Kumari practitioner. So whatever we do, just follow, rather than judging, rather than finding the loopholes to other people. Trying to find yourself, who you are. And when you become in a rise in a level, then we'll be very happy, and we can make our society happy, wealthy, and prosperous. There will be no chances of discrimination. The more we spiritually elevated, more we'll have love, kindness, and we'll see the equal and equality in the society. So thank you very much for today. Thank you very much listening, everyone. And this is the wonderful session. And with your questions, with your suggestions, we will appear in the next session as well. Thank you, everyone. Om Dev Santirantarikshagum Santihi Prithavi Santihi Rapa Santi Roshadhaya Santi Panaspataya Santi Vishwaradeva Santi Brahma Santi Sarvagum Santi Santireva Santi Sama Santi Redi. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. Slowly explore the silence. Commit yourself. You love yourself. You love everyone. And you will love everyone in this universe as like the nature. And we learn from the nature. Thank you so